was quiet, except for the sounds of the crickets chirping loudly in the distance. Then, all of a sudden, a pair of glowing headlights grew out of the darkness as a blood-shaded Corvette pulled up in front of his house with music blaring from the back seat. The windows were tinted as black as night, which made it impossible for him to see the driver. But then the windows slowly rolled down, revealing a beauty queen behind the wheel. Well, are you going to get in or just sit there looking handsome? Said Mary, looking ravishing in her dress that matched the shade of the car that she was driving. David sat in the front seat, then slammed the door shut. You might want to strap on your seatbelt, lover boy, said Mary, then slammed her foot on the gas as they sped off into the distance. Next time, I'm picking you up, said David as they sped past the cornfields that quickly turned into blurred lines. What are you implying? You don't think I'm a good driver? She said with a smirk as her long, thick black hair flapped in the wind like a cape. I didn't say that, but you're thinking it, so you can read my mind now. You'd be surprised on what I can do, she retorted. Is this your car or is this your parents'? Asked David. It's mine, she replied proudly. Wow, only 17 years old and already driving an expensive sports car, he said, trying not to pry. I know what you're getting at, David. Go ahead, ask away, she said. Ask what? He replied, pretending to be clueless. The same question everyone does. Is my family rich? What do they do for a living? She said, rolling her eyes. Okay, I have to admit, I am a bit curious, he replied sheepishly. My father is a doctor, and my mother owns Maria Inc. Maria Inc., as in Maria Cosmetics? Yes, that's her. Wow, you guys are loaded, he said. Mary giggled. My parents are loaded. I'm just benefiting, she replied. Sure, that's just a typical thing all rich kids say, but we all know that whatever your parents have now, you'll get when they die, he replied. Well, maybe I should just go home and slit their throats so I can get it now, she replied with a smile. David just stared at her during the awkward silence. She appeared to be in deep thought as his eyes were fixed upon her cold expression, wondering if she was being serious. I was joking. Gosh, David, what do you take me for? Some sort of murderer? She said, bursting into laughter. David played along and laughed with her. And what do your parents do? She asked. Well, my father's a cop. My mom, she's a lawyer, he replied as her face revealed an apathetic expression. Mary made a sharp turn into the driveway of the mansion where the party was being held. Well, look who it is, David Baker, the president of Dark High, said Heather Wowski, her blue eyes appearing glossy. And me, Mary Slaughter, the heir to the cosmetic empire, and his date for the evening, said Mary, as she and Heather exchanged mean mugs. Heather's lips curved upward to something similar to a smile. Then she chuckled as her eyes scanned Mary up and down. Come on in and join the party. We have drinks over there, and dolls much as you wish, she said as David went to get drinks. David wondered if it was a bad idea to have left Mary and Heather alone, seeing that they hated each other's guts. Mary ignited a cigar. "I didn't know you smoked, Slaughter," said Heather. "There's a lot of stuff that you don't know about me, Heather. Probably stuff you should know," replied Mary as Heather looked uncomfortable. "Oh yeah? Is that so?" said Heather. "Yes, that's so. At times, I need something to calm my sometimes manic behavior. I have somewhat of a temper. I usually destroy anything or anyone who gets in my way of me getting what I want," hissed Mary as Heather wondered if she was being threatened. "And is that healthy, being such a loose cannon?" said Heather, squinting her big blue eyes at Mary's green ones. Mary just stood there, smiling, as if she was trying to send a telepathic, threatening message to Heather. You might want to see someone about that. Come to think of it, my mom is a shrink. Give her a call," said Heather in a condescending tone. Mary gave her a wicked stare as David finally returned. "Talk to who? About what?"